Okay, sorry for the momentary delay there. I took a little bit longer to get started than usual this evening. I'm sure it's true for many of you that things are chaotic right now as you get ready for hopefully your holiday vacation or holiday break from work or what have you. Anyway, today we're going to be finishing off Helen's Mysterious Castle. I'd hoped to finish this game last week. It's supposed to be fairly short. However, that last segment there proved to be a little bit tougher. All those sassy Dark Lords took some work to beat. So we took care of those guys, and now we're going into what I presume to be the final area of the game. Okay. The checkpointing kind of works interestingly in this game. It doesn't put you exactly back where you were. Hey, Pixel Pockets. Oh, thanks for pointing that out. I mean, I could be mixing a cocktail while I'm playing, right? That's possible. Actually, I need to jazz up that BRB text a little bit. I might be doing a little bit of a UI overhaul in the near future. You know what? I wonder if I do... There, that's the correct save file. I like this piece of music. But yeah, thanks for catching that there, Pixel Pockets. I realize that'd get really distracting if I left that on screen for any longer than that. Okay, so we're going down here. Anyway, I hope you're doing well tonight. Huh, I just noticed that this game does shadows. I didn't think the RPG Maker engine did lighting. That's kind of cool. I guess we'll go down first. Some other RPGs have me conditioned to like try to avoid having the enemies hit me from the back, which doesn't matter in this game. But I keep kind of, anytime an enemy jumps on me and I don't hit them front on, I keep thinking they're going to get like an advantage in the beginning of the battle. Can't remember what game that comes up in. I feel like there's several. Seems like I must be about the right level, because so far these enemies haven't been giving me too much trouble. Okay. The next attack's a piercing attack. Wonderful. Oh, I should have went with the crossbow. Whatever. So to Pixel Pockets or anybody else in the chat, I'm curious what people are playing for Dojin December right now, if you're participating. Like, Dojin games in general are kind of a new concept to me. I think that I've been playing them kind of all along in some cases and just never really realized it. Jeez, this guy's effectivity is... Wow, okay. Spoke too soon about the enemies being easy in this area. Oof. Yeah, note to self, use magic on those guys. Well, I'm certainly getting a lot of health boosters. Actually, the layout of this dungeon seems to be fairly complex compared to the previous ones. Let's go ahead and heal right quick. Do it. Oh, that's a monkey. For a minute, I'm like, are we fighting another person? I mean, it wouldn't be the first time, but still would be a little unusual. Oh, this is a fast guy. I'm surprised you're not participating in Dojin December, Pixel Pockets. I feel like that's kind of right in your lane. Granted, I understand what a busy time of year this is for everybody. I mean, it is for me too. And part of why I'm participating is I knew that I could play a shorter game. I'd say visual novels are a case where I really don't know when I'm playing a Dojin game or a like legit game. Legit makes it sound unfair, but when I'm playing like a AAA visual novel or an indie one, you know, I'm not really sure where that line is drawn. Well, I guess unless they have voice acting, that's usually the giveaway. Oh, Hatoful, I can never know how to pronounce that. Boyfriend is a Dojin visual novel. Is that a Japanese-made game? Because is that one of the requirements of being a Dojin game? Is it has to be made in Japan? A Mimic? I didn't think this game had those. Ah, I see. So it was a one-person effort. Because previously I was considering some games, Dojin games, I later realized didn't quite meet the criteria. Granted, I realize these things, genres and categories in games are kind of a loose thing anyway. Finally. I wonder if I actually get the treasure now that I killed the mimic. Large blowgun. I did not know there was such a thing as a pigeon cafe, by the way. I figure that's like, with how many pigeons there are, at least in Tokyo, that there wouldn't be much pent-up demand for more pigeons. Because I'm familiar with, of course, maid cafes, butler cafes, cat cafes, owl cafes, but pigeons are a new one to me. Something I thought was interesting is I worked in Japan for a brief amount of time and a couple of months, and something that impressed me in Tokyo is that, like, well, I'd say the average, like, the population is generally, like, pretty healthy, in good shape, lower rates of obesity compared to America by a good bit. The pigeon population is kind of the reverse. I feel like the pigeons were all really fat that I saw. I know that's kind of a weird thing to note maybe, but it just stood out to me. I was like, man, these are the biggest, heaviest looking pigeons I'd ever seen. We have a ton of XP. We can power up this blowgun. Huh, they have cafes for eagles, you say. Do eagles like interacting with humans? I feel like an eagle would not even like that. But yeah, the only kind of novelty cafe I had the opportunity of going into was a maid cafe. I wanted to go to the cat cafe, but it had like a line out the door. The maid cafe was the weirdest experience too. I guess we got the XP to burn. Might as well max this thing out. Yeah, maid cafe is something, if you're in Japan, I would recommend doing once maybe, just for like the culture shock, just the weirdness of it, I guess. But I don't think it's something I'd die, because I will say up front that the food was not great. Like, it wasn't terrible, but it was just like not knowing what region of the United States you live in, Pixel Pacas. If you've ever been to Waffle House, Like, imagine paying, I don't know if that's a Southern thing, but if you can imagine going to Waffle House, and the food tastes like Waffle House, but it costs like 5 times as much because it's being served to you by a, you know, 18-year-old girl in a costume. Like, that's kind of the maid cafe experience. Oh wait, I've already been this way. However, neither the food nor the costumes or stuff for me are what made it interesting. It was the, like, sort of ritual of the maid cafe, and that, like, at least the one I went to had this concept that, like, the maid had magical powers and she was imbuing your food with, I don't know. The translation I got of it was basically that she was going to use magic to make the food taste better. So I don't want to know what the food tasted like before the magic, because it was pretty mediocre. But she had like a magic spell, she said, and I had to like repeat after her. It was really strange. Yeah, Butler Cafe would be kind of interesting. You know, I'm trying to remember if I saw any. Though maybe if there were Butler Cafes, it just wasn't obvious to a person without the language skills that it was a Butler Cafe. Because, I mean, the maid cafes would have maids standing outside inviting people in. And I don't know, maybe Butler Cafes are a little bit more discreet. Boy, I'm getting really turned around. Oh, here we go. So the interesting thing about that is I feel like there's this perception that a maid or butler cafe, well, I can't really speak to butler cafes other than what one of my relatives has been to one, has told me, but they're really not like a sexualized thing at all. At least the one I went to, the focus was much more on like cuteness or silliness rather than any kind of like 18 plus sort of thing. So 18 plus butler cafe and maid cafe to me just kind of sounds like a themed strip club. Though maybe they cast magical spells on your food as well. I don't know. On your like eggs with ketchup on it. I've gotten so used to having my weapons and items here organized like in a specific way, I was throwing myself off the last battle or two. Here we go. And this one, we'll put it over there. Okay. Alright. This seems like a place a boss would be. I don't really know what our end game is here. Apparently fighting all those Dark Lords before was our preparation for something. Natural Bone Killer? Is that what it said? Is that what the character's name is? Whoops. Oh, that was dumb of me. Oh, that was the skeleton's name. That's awesome. Because I think it only shows the enemy name in the very beginning of the battle, so often I miss that. But yeah, for a game where the protagonist can't read, the writing in this is actually quite good. Natural Bone Killer. Yeah, that's great. I'm glad you pointed that out. So it was my sister-in-law that went to the Butler Cafe, and what she told me is that most of the butlers are, because I guess they're supposed to be effeminate-looking men, a lot of the time they're actually just women with clothing and makeup to make them look more masculine. You know what I mean? Like, kind of either way, it's going to be a waitress in costume, which I thought was interesting. Like sort of a Peter Pan kind of thing. little guy snuck up behind me. I wonder if there was a huge spike in the popularity of butler cafes after the anime Black Butler came out. Wrath of Zeus. Ooh, that is a powerful spell. Hey, Bador SNK. How are you doing tonight? And I apologize if I mispronounce your name, by the way. You know, we're going to go nuts. We're going to try out this new spell. The idea of doing 75... Actually, we're going to drop this magic robe. I think we're high enough level now. Alright, glad to hear you're doing well. I know for a lot of people it's a super stressful time of year, so it's kind of nice to have a on paper, on the calendar excuse to like chill and play games and talk to people. So glad you can join us for at least part of that. Alright. Thunder magic. Take care when casting. Why? Don't tell me what to do, game. If I want to recklessly cast the Wrath of Zeus, let me do that. Okay, yeah, I gotta go back up that way. So I don't know if you're familiar with Dojin December or well, what am I saying? No, you know what's up. But anyway, this game has been really interesting so far. If you haven't seen any more of it, it starts off really kind of dry and simple, but fun, and then it gets really like weird and kind of snarky. Like I've been digging it way more than I expected. Been here. Let's go across and down. Like, for example, Pixel Pockets pointed out, I didn't even notice this, that the skeleton enemies are called natural bone killers. I guess most of the Dojin games I've played have been in the more like horror kind of genre, so like they kind of take themselves very seriously, like Ebe or The Witch's Castle or Witch's House. I'm also playing Angels of Death right now. That's a very strange one. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. Oh yeah, Corpse Party. I haven't played Corpse Party. I've seen some of it though. That's like a very like dark, serious one. That's one I'm like kind of curious about, but also like it might be a little bit too much for me. I don't know, something about killing little kids is ugh. But I have heard it is very good. I just am a very squeamish horror game player. Okay, well that's two rousing endorsements, so I may have to give it a shot. Oh yeah, I bet, like, with every RPG Maker Dojin game I play, I am more impressed with the apparent flexibility of the engine. Like, even Eve, which I want to say is made with, like, the very first version of RPG Maker, it's really crude, but it has a really creepy atmosphere. Like, that developer just really pulled things off. I don't know. Like, it kind of makes me want to go back and dabble with RPG Maker again, which I haven't done in, 15 years or so. But it's such a time suck to get, like, in there playing around with it. What is going on in this room? Of course, I can't read, so I don't know. Will this take me somewhere? Okay. Whoa, what? Is this the town in the very beginning of the game? Huh. That shortcut just magically appears. But where's my friend that makes me steak? I don't know what is going on anymore. This is the path to the very first dungeon again. I mean, Helen has probably eaten, what do you think, 80 steaks so far? Well, maybe not. I don't think I've been dying quite that much, but at least a solid 30 plus steaks. And yeah, having an illiterate character, I have no idea what this room's function is. I don't even know why I would want a shortcut back to the starting house yet. But we're finishing this game tonight, one way or another, folks. So if things don't start making sense after a little while, once I've explored a good bit, I guess I'll have to look it up. Because this will probably be the last night I have a chance to stream for the rest of the year, you know. Because it's about to be full holiday chaos in the J house. Just a day or two now. Yeah, but Bedor, this game has a whole, like, kind of an automatic handicapping system where anytime you get killed, instead of just having a game over screen or whatever, it warps you back to the house you started in, and your friend is there, and she makes you a steak, and it increases your max HP a little bit. So you get a full heal, and your HP bar is a little bit longer the next time. And you have free unlimited steak, so it's pretty nice. So even though I got this treasure, this place has kind of been a dead end so far. Oh, no, wait, I've been this way, too. Oh, I'm getting lost. There's kind of been a theme, I feel like, on my stream this year of playing RPGs that don't have auto maps, and I do not have the multitasking ability to draw maps as I play and also stream. Though I will say, like, I feel like my gaming sense of direction, so to speak, is improved as a result. Like, some of those dungeons in East 1 and 2 are so elaborate, yet as a result of doing that, I can kind of like teach myself the layouts of things, or just sort of stumble my way through a little bit easier than I could before I started doing this. One of the other streamers I like to watch, Hungry Goria, she sometimes joins in the chat here too. I don't know how she does it, but she plays all like 8 and 16-bit games, most of which that don't have maps, and she's drawing while she's talking and playing. I don't know how she does it, but that is a skill I don't have. Oh man, East 2 is so good. Like, even though those two games were developed together, I feel like... I don't think I've been down this way yet. Yeah, there's unbroken pots, so I couldn't have been over here yet. I'm getting lots of health boosters, at least, as I aimlessly wander. Because, I mean, honestly, this area is reminding me of like an East dungeon with its layout, just having so much to it. See if we can outrun this little monkey man. Been this way. But yeah, maybe that multitasking ability just comes with like a lot of streaming experience. Yeah, though I have been noticing like kind of a return to games making, or like a demand, I guess, for games that make you draw your own maps. Like, I think it's Etrian Odyssey makes you draw your own maps. Granted, that's on a on a DS, so at least you have the other screen to draw on, which I think would help. I'm feeling like I was going in the general right direction here. Because the healing spot and the warp point... Oh, wait a minute. Okay, that is a shadow, not a door. You always gotta check these things. Yeah, there must have been something else I missed down here. Oh, so you have played the Etrian Odyssey games. Oh, and it has drawing and auto mapping. That's interesting. I love games. One of the things I loved on the DS is when a game would give you an auto map, but would let you draw on it or like write notes on it. That was so useful. Is this one the gateway back to the starting house? And since you don't really level up in this game, if I've wandered around aimlessly too much, it's not like I'm gaining XP that I need. Like I have tons of XP, but I don't have any new weapons to put it into. Oh no, this is where I got... Ah, and that guy sneaks up behind you. But yeah, I never really got into any of those like hardcore 3DS RPGs. As much as I loved my 3DS, I found that like very long games like that I had a hard time sticking with. I played through a few like Fire Emblem Awakening and Fire Emblem Fates. Ever Oasis was somewhat long, but just like playing a like full on like 60-hour campaign on a 3DS, I'm not sure if I'd be up for that. But really, my 3DS, when I used to travel a lot for business, was a godsend. Like, I had it on me in my coat pocket at all times. But now that most of my work is local, like... it's just so much more appealing to just wait till I come home and sit down at my computer monitor. And now that I have the Switch, I kind of get the best of both worlds. Okay. So I know that's a dead end now. Yeah, good spot. Yeah, it is the player character sprite from Dragon Warrior. Actually, I've been thinking I might need to change it in the near future since it is technically a copyrighted image. And like I think if I ever want to like monetize any of my social media stuff like this stream or my blog or whatever, I'd probably have to change it. But yeah, it's been my avatar now for... man, since at least whenever Dragon Quest VIII came out. So I've been kind of debating if I want to like... because the basic design of that character has been associated with me and my account for so many years now, I kind of feel like it's part of my, like, as dumb as it is, say, like, my brand, you know what I mean? Like, changing it all together. doesn't feel right. So I'm like, I have to either get some other pixel art thing that either I make or get someone else to make that just looks similar but is different enough to get me around, you know, copyright stuff. Or I would have to, the other possibility is I considered asking a artist to do like a avatar picture that is obviously the same character but in a different art style altogether. Like maybe a chibi character but wearing that same armor and helmet. Oh, is there a character holding nunchucks? Probably the little monkey guy, I think. Oh, that's right. This is the thing that takes you back to the house. I kind of wish there was a way to run from battle at this point. Yeah, I'm going to try taking a completely different route altogether. But yeah, unfortunately dividing my attention, sometimes I miss some of the little details in this game. Like I said, I missed some of the enemy names. But yeah, I'll keep an eye out for those nunchucks. I'm bringing up a guide here. Sadly, there are very few guides for this game because it's so obscure. So yeah, bear with me a second as I look up what I'm supposed to be doing here. So I've been trying not to read too far ahead on the guide, just in case it spoils some major event. Yeah, unfortunately this guide doesn't tell you how to get... Yeah, that guy is holding... No, is that like a little tiny switchblade he's flipping around? Like a little knife of some kind? Or maybe it is nunchucks. It's kind of hard to tell. We'll just zap him. I believe I came down through this way, went right. Left is just where there's some pots to break. So yeah, I think I'm just going to keep backtracking a bit here. Ah, these minotaurs are tough. It's basically if that guy hits me once, I'm dead. Oh, here we go. I've not been this way at all yet, I don't think. Ah, unbroken pots. That's always a good sign. Oh wait, is this just a library with nothing in it? Right, more books I can't read. Yeah, no hidden passages in the walls. Weird. Okay. I think that's the door I just came out of. Oh, hey, what's up, Nobi? How are you doing on this fine evening? So far on this stream tonight, I found that Helen's mysterious castle is aptly named and is indeed mysterious and very easy to get lost in. So I'm kind of just wandering right now. Trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go next. I'm glad it gives me all these pots to break to at least kind of mark where I've been, like Hansel and Gretel with breadcrumbs. I want to say this was the very entrance to this dungeon. Yeah, so this is the entrance again. I wonder if I can go back to the blacksmith and have my items leveled up. Oh yeah, man, I recognized you. No worries. Those of you in the audience that don't know Nobi, he hosted until not that long ago the Rob's Comic Box podcast, which is part of the Geek to Geek podcast network. Oh yes, I can refine more things. Actually, before I do that, what else can I level up? Oh, I have a ton of speed. I can just go ahead and max out everything, can't I? That's the advantage of getting lost. You have tons of points to put in this stuff. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and save here, and then I can figure out which thing I want to power up next. But I bet powering up this Wrath of Zeus would be really good because of how much damage it does. So you're trying to figure out why this isn't the whole screen, and I have an extra panel up at the top there. Yeah, I'm not sure, Nobi. Let's see, how powerful is this thing now? 75 with a weight of 15. Yeah, man, I kind of figure out the whole streaming thing as I do it. Pixel Pockets here in the chat has actually helped me out on several occasions when I've had technical difficulties, which I really appreciate. So I've been doing this for over a year now, and I still feel like I'm kind of figuring it out as I do it. Let's see, 75-0-15. What was it before? Oh, I only took one off. Yeah, we'll do it. Yeah, so this month is Dojin December. A Dojin game is like a Japanese indie game. And the monthly events are put on by a blog that I read called Chic Pixel. It's written by a blogger named Apricot Sushi. Probably one of the blogs that like I looked to for inspiration when I started my own blog. And Pixel Pockets here in the chat is Apricot's co-host on the Chic Pixel Pixel podcast. So each month they pick a different genre of game to focus on, and kind of everyone tries to play something from that genre and retweet each other and talk about it and stuff. It's a lot of fun. So I like to try to rope people from geek to geek into Chic Pixel's events, because I think there's a lot of... I think the Venn diagram would overlap pretty nicely between those two communities. Or at least that's what I tell myself, because those are my two favorite online nerd communities, you know? All right, let's try this again. Let's try to not get lost this time. But I feel like even being just a video game geek now, like you have to like get even more specific than that. Video games have become such a huge medium that two people can be like video game nerds but have no like common game or type of game or play style in common, you know? At least the music in this area is really good. So every year I attend a major like nerd convention called DragonCon in Atlanta, Georgia, and I've been experiencing when I go there. It's not the most gaming focused thing, and I go to some of their gaming events and I'll know nothing about any of the games that are shown or people are talking about. And some of that is the like, am I getting old kind of thing? And other is just that gaming has become such a diverse field that, you know, there's no way everything's going to overlap. Yeah, I think watching movies is a good analogy, Bador. And yeah, Nobi, if you end up coming to Dragon Con, man, let me know. I think that would be fun to meet up with some people from the network at an event like that. There was a hidden door, and I didn't... Oh, man. Spell of Quick Move. Reduces weight by 1. Yeah, you know, I'm not into this game's buff spells. I think I'm actually going to leave an item behind. Good luck getting Void to travel, but you never know about Joe or Katie. Chelsea's a bit tough as she's in NI. Northern Ireland. Ah, okay. That's got to be tough when Katie and Chelsea do their podcasts, like time zone wise. Granted, Pixel Pacas and Apricot, one of them is in Australia and the other is in the United States, and they somehow make that work. But still, the time zone thing is really tricky when it's that big of a gap. Oh yeah, Nobi, thanks for clarifying that, by the way. For anyone else in the audience here that is not intimately familiar with the full cast and crew of Geek to Geek. So it seems like I must have been heading in the general right direction before. There's just something I'm missing. Oh, I see. I didn't know that bit of background. Because, yeah, I always thought they were both Californian. Okay, so that middle door is really the only place I can go here. So yeah, I'm definitely heading in the right direction. I have to go down this central one, down here. Fight this little knife juggler guy. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure this game was intended for the player to draw maps. Oh, wait. I wonder if there's anything to the fact that there's one statue with a head and two headless ones, or if that's just an arbitrary detail. Oh well. As I was saying, I think a little bit before you signed on, Nobi, another streamer I watch that is one that I have a lot of respect for, Hungry Goria. She plays mostly old school games and somehow takes handwritten notes and maps while playing and talking and everything else, and doesn't miss a beat. I don't know how she does it. I have not developed that special skill yet, though. Okay, so I've been here. I find I just have to be kind of like systematic about it, because even when I'm playing solo, I'm kind of lazy when it comes to drawing maps. I often just try to be like, I'm gonna take all lefts, and you'll inevitably get out of a dungeon or a maze that way if you only take left turns, you know. It's probably not the most efficient thing, but it works. And like playing from, as I was saying a little earlier, playing a lot of old school games like this, I have gotten better at sort of memorizing layouts of places. Like I want to say down here, this is where there's just a few stray pots and nothing else, right? Yeah, I can totally understand how frustration would kick in. It's kind of this weird thing for me in that I've been playing video games pretty much my whole life. And I feel like for how much time I put into gaming, I should be like awesome at video games. And I don't think that I'm good at games, but I'm just like, the term they use in education is like the grit factor. I just have a high grit factor. Like I'll just keep trying things unsuccessfully until eventually I succeed. And that's kind of been like how I beat games. So all this feels important. I've heard that in like some schools, they kind of like give the students grit stats or grit, like actual numerical grit factors. It's kind of weird to be applying stats to like elementary school children. But there's supposedly something to it that like a grit factor is a better predictor than IQ of success in life and all that sort of stuff. So for me, I don't know if it's made much success in life, but it certainly made some success in video games, I guess. So up there, been there. I want to say this route. I'll try to skip some enemies just so I can quickly make it down here. At this point, I'm just kind of making sure there aren't things I missed. Ah, this guy that sneaks up behind me. But yeah, at some point I'm looking forward to doing some sort of Geek to Geek stream with several of us on here, either doing a multiplayer game or one of us playing and the other giving commentary. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. It probably won't be till January that the scheduling of that will work out, but I think that'll be a good way to kind of, for lack of a better term, like take advantage of the whole network thing and, you know, use it to its fullest. At some point, I want to set up some kind of game tournament, too, for the network. I talked a little bit earlier about doing Super Smash Brothers Ultimate Tournament. Though now that I know that Beige apparently hates that game, I didn't know anyone hates Super Smash Brothers, but maybe we'll pick something else. But some game that's like accessible but still a little competitive, I think could be fun to do a tourney. Okay, so I've really ruled out the only way left to go now is down these stairs. Nothing over here. So something I think I need to start doing is get better about like exchanging Steam and I don't have any of the other, like, Blizzard or anything like that, but exchanging, like, gaming handles with people. Because I've never really been, like, a MMO player or anything like that. But the kind of light multiplayer games I think are fun to do as an online thing, even with people you don't know all that well. Yeah, I reposted it the other day, and yep, and yeah, I'm Capsule J basically everywhere except on Xbox, where I'm Capsule J X. But yeah, man, I appreciate you stopping by, Nobi. And does Reddit get any traffic these days? I kind of feel like it doesn't. Like, basically, it's me and Data Error holding down the fort over there on Reddit, on the subreddit. Yeah, I use Facebook for such like limited, just like family stuff. Hold the door, yeah. You know, maybe I was going the right way. Maybe this isn't the starting house I'm getting sent back to, and is like some kind of recycling of assets. Anyway, Nobi, if you're going to head off and play Overwatch, man, hope you have a good time. I wish you luck in your battles to come, and thanks for stopping by. Like, maybe this just looks like the starting area and it's not? Because I think I've pretty soundly determined this is really the only new place to go. How do you add me as a friend? There is a way to add friends, and I don't fully comprehend the difference between a friend and like a mutual following. I want to say maybe you can like right click on the names, or somewhere in your own account it'll have that. But I kind of just have to click around in Twitch until I find stuff. Alright, I'm gonna have to check another guide, so bear with me for a minute here, because I am so lost now. Thanks, Nobi, and good luck in your Overwatch matches. Gosh, yeah, I'm gonna have to watch YouTube videos while I'm here on stream to try to figure this out where I'm supposed to be going. Yeah, I'm kind of flipping through some YouTube videos here. Okay, they went up there, down. So I bet it's something dumb, like I have to, there's a soft spot in a wall I have to find, or... But unfortunately, there are no written guides to this game. Even the YouTuber that's showing how to advance in the game is getting lost. If you're just joining me here, I'm kind of checking some YouTube videos right now because I've gotten completely lost in this dungeon. And rather than wander around for the rest of the stream, I'm just kind of checking some guides. And unfortunately, there's no written guides or images of maps or anything for this game. It's one of the downsides of playing a Dojin game, I guess. I must be close, though. There was a hole in the wall. I hate it when games like this do that sort of thing. Alright. I got this now. Yep, apparently there's a area of the dungeon I just had to keep bumping into walls until I found a soft spot. Yeah, you know how sometimes in these old games, if you keep walking your character into a wall, you'll pass through and then kind of walk through the empty space around the room and then pop out on the other side. It's one of those. Yeah, maybe there was some hint that I was missing. Anyway, I'm glad I checked this YouTube video. So, see that? See that nonsense right there? That's what I needed to find. Because I had observed before, let me show you something. Oh, my HP is quite low. I've been kind of zoning out here. So I had noticed when you stand right here, you can kind of see a door like down in the bottom right corner. And I thought that was kind of telling me that I was just had to find some different path. But no, I guess these 4 little squares were supposed to tell you that you're supposed to go through the wall, down, through the blackness, and now you're here. That's such BS. And yeah, I hate it when an otherwise like really good game does some archaic thing like that. Kind of sucks some of the fun out of it, you know? Well, let's go ahead and heal. Okay, here we go. This is the guy I've been looking for. The game has been hinting very strongly I'd have to fight him in the near future. I want to see the sea. Please go ahead. Oh, I guess I don't fight him. And you can't see the sea. That's nice. Who's that Pokemon? Ooh, those ghosts are pretty tough. I'm going to have to reevaluate my strategy against those. Yeah, I was expecting a battle here. Oh, man. There's a lot of these ghosts in here. Ah, it didn't even give me a chance to heal. Yeah, I might be dead in this room. Well, whatever. Let's Wrath of Zeus it. Can I beat it? There we go. That's the trick to the ghosts. I'm hoping there's treasure in this room, and that's why the ghosts act like that. Now let's heal before any more spawn. Another mimic. Kite shield. You know, this blowgun is of minimal utility, with only doing slightly more damage than the mithril sword and having no defense. And having the same weight. So I think I'm going to drop it. Go ahead and take the kite shield we worked so hard for. Ah. At least I know to kill these things reliably now. But I'm assuming that the kite shield, when I level it up, must be pretty good, or they wouldn't have made it so hard to get. Well, might as well level up the kite shield. 34, 9, 36, 37, 40. Well, it's a respectable item at least. Oh no, my items have all rearranged now. Messed up my whole system here. Put everything back in its proper place here. Let's do this. Okay, yeah, I can live with that. Yeah, I kind of wonder if that would just be more efficient to just keep doing Wrath of Zeus on everything. Because a wait time of 15 means getting hit once by faster enemies like this guy. But it is a one-hit kill. I still have to try to read everything. I just can't help it. Oh, lovely. Might as well heal again while I still can. Though I like the way it displays the message that lets you know you can use your healing again. It's like, your healing's fine now. So unfortunately in this area I'll have to play it slightly conservatively, since I can't recover from any damage I take. Oh, there's a sword over there. Man, this final dungeon is massive. Well, this seems like I must be going the right way. Let's go ahead and save. Huh, this area is appropriately called Hell. Okay, good. I'm on the critical path again. In the written guide that's very poorly written, this is the next boss I was supposed to fight. I wonder if I can just Wrath of Zeus him right off the bat. Well, that's one way to defeat a boss. I'm wondering if now that I'm outside again, if I can use healing magic. Yep. Yeah, Soul Cage was pretty weak. Oh, is that a steak? That I can't eat? There was a trap. You felt it in your bones. Probably because you don't have anything else. This is the biggest garden in the whole castle. I have something I'd like to tell you. Oh, fine. And let us end this quickly. Did I pick the wrong option? Apparently I have offended him. Oh, is the question mark versus exclamation point the difference between the good ending and the bad ending? Hold on a sec. Oh, never mind. Question mark apparently doesn't affect the ending one way or another. Oh, because I was looking at a speedrunner's guide. I bet he gives a long-winded explanation of something. The Demon King had his 4 lords, but I fight alone. Just me and my 2 trusty swords. Hey, he rhymed. This is burning agony. Wreathed in flames, it burns my enemies to cinders. And this is freezing Yasha. A frozen blade, the wounds it gives can never be healed. He's so serious compared to the last couple enemies. I shall be victorious. The barrier shall stand. Have at thee. Actually, I'm going to reload really quick. Since it doesn't affect the ending, it apparently tells you some backstory that I'm kind of curious to see, because this game is so mysterious. Yeah, we're nice and healed up. Actually, let's power up our healing. Oh yeah, for sure. Now that I know that I'm walking into a trap, I might as well be prepared. Oh. That's kind of cool looking. Anyway. Well, let's eat our trap steak. But I'm curious what he says if I click exclamation point. Biggest garden in the coal castle. I have something I'd like to tell you. Okay. Yay, he's actually going to tell us. The creatures that you refer to as monsters, we are not living beings in the same way humans and animals are. We were created for one purpose, and that was to fight. We are nothing more than weapons. We cannot breed or create new monsters independently. We exist solely to fulfill our master's goal. That is what monsters are, weapons. Both the Demon King and myself used to believe in our master's vision. We wanted him to defeat the humans and be victorious. We greatly underestimated the humans. We were defeated by the hero of the humans, and virtually all monsters were eradicated. And the artisan, who made the monsters for our leader, was arrested as a war criminal. I'm not exactly sure how the humans decided his punishment, but the artisan and the remaining monsters were banished. Getting some Undertale vibes here. To this, the mysterious castle. So we're in monster jail? A prison floating through endless sky. That is what this castle truly is. Yeah, I'm glad I went back and clicked the exclamation point. It's nice to have a little context for what's going on. Now do you understand? You were born and grew up in this castle. your house, your town, everyone you know, all trapped in this castle away from the real world. Such a tragic tale. However, I'm afraid I can never allow you to leave. The magic barrier around the castle must never be opened for the rest of eternity. The Demon King had his 4 lords. I fight alone. Just me and my 2 trusty swords. This is Burning Agony, wreathed in flame, it burns my enemy's cinders. And this is Freezing Yasha, a frozen blade that wounds it gives will never heal. Alright, now onto the fight proper. So then is Helen a human? And these characters, there's just like some humans were incidentally trapped with the monsters up there. Yeah, he's like a pirate skeleton. He's pretty cool. Well, Wrath of Zeus hasn't failed me so far. Oh, Freezing Yasha drops your max HP. I could mitigate that with the kite shield, though. If I have him trapped in this loop, I can probably just beat him through attrition. Almost have him gone. Let's see. Oh, his defense is only 8. I can probably take him out. Do I have anything fast enough? 7, 13. Oh, longbow. Yeah, let's try it. Nope. He has more HP than he looks like it. Yeah, we'll defend. Yeah, the best we can do is keep on chipping. Ah, so close. Alright, this ought to take him out. That wasn't too bad. Indeed. I am defeated. Ah, but of course, a monster like me could never stand up to power like yours. Please take Burning Agony with you. Oh, thanks, dude. That blade, when blazing with the passion of battle, can cut through the barrier of this castle. Go through the entrance to the castle, and then break the barrier. If the barrier must never be broken, why is he giving me step-by-step instructions on how to do it with his last breaths? Godspeed, Helen. Guess we'll go ahead and save again. Burning Agony will allow you to break the barrier. Break the barrier. Don't break the barrier. Since I'm not going to have time to play through this a second time, I'm occasionally looking to see which decision takes us on the... Okay, yeah, you have to break the barrier. I figured as much. The barrier has been broken. Oh, I wonder if we should take this. 25, 10, 10. Do I have any weapons that I don't need? You know, I largely don't use thunder anymore. Okay, I can only go one way. Can I read this? Nope. Gotta keep checking, though. So eerily quiet. Sorry if I'm frustrating you there, Pixel Pockets. I am Griffin the Younger. And the thing is, the game is just inconsistent enough with that, because, like, statues, I guess maybe they're speaking and not that she's reading them, but statues give you useful information. But signs, placards, and books she can't read. I am Griffin the Younger. I am waiting here in case a hero ever needs to leave this castle. Ready to fly? Sure. All right, let's go. Wait. Just in time. My arms hurt. The fact that you managed to fly up here means somebody has broken the magic barrier. You can't get in when the barrier's up. This is not good. Not good at all. I am Zack, hero of the blue skies. I have come with my mighty sword, Kugelschreiber. I have a quest I must complete. Is there a man called Artis here? Do you know something about where he is? I demand to know of his whereabouts. He is dangerous, one of the most evil war criminals of all time. Is Artis the name of a character we've already met? I don't remember. He was the one who 100 years ago created the monsters and released them into the world. For that crime, he was banished to this castle. I'm gonna laugh. Is Artis the steak-making guy? Or gal? For that crime, he was banished to this castle, but now the barrier has been broken. Artis's life was spared under the agreement that if the barrier was broken again, then Artis would face the death penalty. This is what Alex, the hero of 100 years ago, decreed. Alex, such a majestic name. My legs hurt. Oi, who's this girl? Is she a monster too? I guess? I've been kind of thinking this is the direction this game is going, that Helen is a monster. But there's some monsters that look like humans, but I can't sense any evil in her. I guess she might not be a monster. Oi, what are you? I feel like I need to be reading him in like a Cockney accent since you start so many sentences with oi. And where's Artis? Ah, wait, I recognize those big ears. Before this castle was flying, you lived nearby with your family, right? Artis did too, right, 100 years ago? Elves age slower than humans, so it's entirely possible. I feel like this game is changing all kinds of stuff up on me. So, she's the survivor. Ah, but that can't be right. It's strange. What is? It's strange she's here at all. Because all the elves of the area, they got caught up in the fighting. They were wiped out. I really feel like I'm being dropped in the middle of something here. What's your name? My name is Artis. Wait, the steak person is the villain the whole time? I should have known. I'm your brother. Oh, I guess it was a male. No. I should have known that the whole free steak thing all along was too good to be true. Are you okay? Can you remember your name? Wait, did we just kill the griffin? What? Oh dear. Zach already went ahead. Let's go find him. He's been waiting for the castle barrier to be broken so he could be a hero. Well, we should probably follow him. Tell you what I know about what happened 100 years ago on the way. Maybe you'll remember something. By holding the enter key, you can change the way you're facing. Face the ferry and press once more to talk. Ah, okay. I am Griffin the Younger. I was waiting to help a hero. I don't think I can fly anymore, though. Is that his head laying next to him? How did the... I missed something. Maybe Zach killed the griffin to keep people from escaping. If you're not a monster, you're no enemy of Zach or mine. Oh, but we do have to kill Artis. That's just the way it is. Sorry. Can the fairy read? That's why I have a shortcut back to the house. Now this makes sense. Wonder if Zach just ran through here and wiped out all the bad guys. Well, now that I can wander around freely. I never figured out how to get to that sword. Making stakes to atone for his sins. Yeah, I agree. So I should have known this whole arrangement was too good to be true. Naga Knight. Flame Burge. Anything else I should drop? Yeah, we'll just leave it there. We're already pretty well kitted out at this point. Actually, come to think of it. Oh, at this point, this is way better than the, or it'll soon be better than the broadsword. Anyway, onward. She has nothing else to say. Ah, now this was the shortcut back to the house. Oh, now it doesn't work? That's lame. I thought that was the whole point of this warp spot. Actually, some were against it, you know, banishing all monsters from the land. Most people didn't care what happened as long as they were gone. They had attacked so many people, and were a great nuisance to everyone. Were they really that bad? They're only following their leader's instructions. I guess we'll never know if they themselves are evil. Alex and I were the only ones who didn't want to banish them. Yeah, I figured the whole point of that warp was to give me a shortcut back to the house at the beginning, but I guess not. But I'm assuming we're supposed to go back to the town. Actually, let's check this library again real quick. So many bookshelves. Do you know how to read? Thanks. Thanks for rubbing it in, Fairy. Anyway, and our backtracking continues. Where'd everybody go? This place used to be pretty normal. It's full of homunculi now? Are those human-esque monsters? Guess that was just a shortcut for the sake of the shortcut. Okay, yeah, I guess we're just trekking all the way back to Helen's house in the beginning of the game. Locked. Let's just keep going. Yeah, I wonder why it had that shortcut to go back to the house, but it's of no use when you actually need it. Well, here we are, back in the house. I didn't even mean to click on the book that time. I swear. Alright, so where is this dude? Down here somewhere. That's the item collecting guy. The only guy that still has music in the game. So here we are. Yeah, this game's messaging is not very good about like what you're supposed to do. I'm looking for some kind of lab. Run back to Helen's house. At the room with 2 stairs, detour down and grab the spell. Yeah, I must be missing something. Well, back to YouTube, so I don't aimlessly wander around any more than I need to. Oh man, I need to talk to the fairy more. What? He's not here. That's strange. I could have sworn there was more to this floor. Wonder how we find the rest of it. She's not going to tell me. Alright, bear with me as I watch through another YouTube video. Okay, here we go. Ready for something else I never would have figured out? I hate that. Ugh. Makes me angry. Hey, Helen. Up ahead, there's something that is Artis's sister you're going to find pretty upsetting. To be honest, I'm not good at dealing with emotional situations. So if you want to go back now, that's totally okay. If you do go ahead, I'll give you some space. That sounds like a warning to save the game. Yeah. I guess her saying I could have sworn there was more to this floor was supposed to be your hint to start tapping the walls to find that, but I still feel like that's BS. And take out my frustration on that pot. Who are all these dudes? Oh, they're enemies. Oh, these are the homunculi. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna Wrath of Zeus everybody from now on. So if I get killed now, is no one gonna make me a steak? That's no good. This must be where he does his research. I'm sure he's just up ahead. Since we've seen 0 cows so far and lots of steaks, have we been eating monster meat this whole time? Or is this another one of those times where I'm thinking too much about a game? Well, I have to see what this golem is hiding. Oh, no way. He has defense against magic, too. I guess that's the sort of messed up thing a war criminal would do. Ah, I mistimed it. I have to do the math here so that I hit exactly at the end of his little... Okay. So I'll just Kite Shield. Mithril Sword, then Kite Shield. And then that should give me a window to hit him. Oh, I just have to take the hit. That's lame. Ah, I did the math wrong again. Yeah, this is a tricky one. So I need an attack that has a weight of 15. Well, that'll do it. Okay, now I get an attack of like 11. Or 12 even would work. Hmm, 13 will have to work too, right? Ah. I'll get him. Nope, I was off by 1 again. That did nothing. Ah, I'm off on my math again slightly. Okay, 12. So I can hit him with the broadsword. Or no, I can hit him with this too. Yeah. Ah, finally. What do I get? Metronome? Is the ability to wait 1 turn? It's only really useful against the enemy I just fought. We're just going to leave that there. That seems like such a disappointing prize. I may have to come back for it later, though. Anyway, onward. Oh no, I forgot to heal. Ah. Well, this is awkward. Good morning, Helen. I made you a steak. I don't want to eat your steaks anymore now. Is the fairy going to give me a hard time? I think Zach probably went this way too. Also, he leaves out that door, but we know he's in his secret lab. Oh, that didn't go so well. Should probably stop trying to rely on Wrath of Zeus. Ah, so awkward. Oh, here's a steak. By the way, I'm a notorious war criminal. Yeah, I'm surprised the fairy doesn't give you grief about eating Dude Buddy's steaks there. Yeah, I think Wrath of Zeus and these guys is just the best way to get through them. I just have to heal immediately now. Oh, and the golem returned? That's lame. Thankfully, I didn't like his prize very much anyway. Try a little something different this time. Take that. Okay. Oh. Wonder how I get that sword. Demon bow. Ooh, that's pretty good. But it requires 6 HP. Interesting. I don't really need the broadsword anymore. Oh, I straight up could have dropped this too. Oh, there's a pot back here. Nice. Health booster. Let's go ahead and heal before we head back out there. Just keep climbing up the tree. I want a dragon. Oh, another one of these freaking guys. Yeah, the golem kind of drives me nuts. Because the math is going to work out just off for all of these weapons. So now I need to do the shortest attack window thing, which is going to be... Oh, but no, but I have to heal now, because I'll get killed in the next turn. And then defend. Ah, and it's going to add up to exactly 15. And the math is going to add up wrong again. Yeah, this is irritating. I'm off by 1 again. Because I need something that takes like 16, and I have nothing that... So I guess you need the metronome to help you fight the golem, so that you can dial in your weight to be exactly what it needs to be to nail him with the Wrath of Zeus. Because the combination of weapons I have now, the math will never be quite right. Oh, okay, no, there we go. Yeah, these golems suck. They just take forever. Hopefully there's not too many more of them. Oh, might as well heal. Okay, this should do it. Ah, finally. Another Phoenix. This is just the boss parade right now. Compared to the golems, the phoenixes are not that bad. Keep an eye out for any more golems and see if I can just run around them. Let's go ahead and save. Ha! Ha! Well met, Sir Undead Knight, who I thought we had killed again. Oh, and Artis is just chilling there, leaning against the pole. Few can stand this long against my blade. I'm sorry. Artis, you really are a fool. You knew if the barrier were to break, a hero of men would come and destroy all of us. That's why I told you that under no circumstances should the seal be allowed to open. Then why did the Undead Knight give me the sword to open the seal? I just don't understand you. Why are you risking everything just for Helen? Ah, he really does care. Oh no, he lost his other sword. All will tremble before the might of my blade. The Great Sword. Kugelschreiber. What a name. This time you will pay for your crimes. Say your prayers, Artis. Fool, simpleton, ignoramus, dimwit. Artis risked so much to buy you passage out of the castle. Why would you waste that? Why did you come back? I don't know myself. I hope you realize, just because Zack's a hero, doesn't mean he's bound to win. Save real quick. Well, I guess we did just save. Can I take his other sword? decreases max HP. 32, weight 9. Hey, stop it. Ah, I can't take it. Can I break this pot back in? Ha, another health booster. Alright. You. What exactly are you? You're no simple homunculus. Ah, it matters not. As an ally of Artis, you shall be punished. Face your judgment. Helen. Zack, no. She's not a monster, Zack. I don't care what she is. She must be punished. Come at me. What a jerk of a hero. Oh, he has Wrath of Zeus too. That's no fun. This is going to be tough. Oh, no, I'm already dead. How about that? Good epic hero battle music, though, I gotta say. Yeah, I'm screwed. Because I have nothing that can protect me from magic. You know what? We're just going to reload rather than wander all the way back through the castle again. What happens if I talk to Artis instead? Helen, why have you come here? It's all my fault you're trapped in this castle. It's my fault for raising those monsters in the first place. I accept my punishment. However, you really are innocent in all of this. So let's just nail him with magic right off the bat. Since he can do everything I can do. Let's see, can I heal in time? No. I should probably level up my healing next time. I can hit him with the demon bow. Oh, so close. Do another demon bow followed by a kite shield. Assuming he doesn't follow up immediately with another hit, this might do it. Ah, so close. Down to a little tiny sliver. No choice but to kite shield. Yeah, because that'll still be enough to kill me. Alright, all or nothing. get him? Yes, there we go. Take that, legendary hero. Do I get his sword? Do I get the Kubelschreiber? I am defeated. Oi, hang on a moment. You're not giving up, are you? You have to execute Artis. That's your mission. No. Battling with this girl, seeing her risk her life to save Artis, makes me wonder. Must I execute these two? Are they perhaps not evil? I get it, Zach. You don't want to execute someone who isn't fighting back, but you're supposed to be defending humanity. Man, compared to Alex, you're not really much of a hero. I feel like this game got very serious in the third act here. Comparing me to Alex isn't really fair. It was 100 years ago. People change. Artis, answer me this. Why risk your life and open the barrier again? You knew you'd be executed if you did so. Helen, I just wanted to let her escape this castle. She's done nothing wrong. She's only here because of me. My monsters and I have no desire to leave. Just Helen. Can you not let her leave? That's not going to be possible. The humans think of all monsters as a threat to them. They'd never let one live among them. So elves are monsters? I see. Zach? Quiet. I'm leaving. I've done my duty here. What? I can't believe you're siding with Artis. What if Artis is lying? What if he's really planning to free the monsters? It would be all your fault. Could you handle that? Of course I could handle it. I'm a hero after all. Well, I spent some time with Helen earlier. I'm pretty sure she's not evil. I suppose we'll have to tell the king. Fine, Helen. I'll wait down below. The ferry will fly you out of the castle. Okay. She's gonna have to lift me after I ate all those steaks, though. But know this, Artis. I will never let you free the monsters. This I swear. Understood. Thank you. What? Have you been listening at all? We don't want to leave. We told you that. Oh, no, no. You'll be leaving soon enough. What? What? Well, well. Don't tell me you don't remember me. No, I don't remember this. Who's this guy? It's you? Crace? I thought you'd been executed. Long time no see, Artis. The story of my execution can wait. All you need to know is that I have returned. I have been waiting and watching for so long, hunting far and wide for any monsters who survived 100 years. Such a long time, but finally the barrier has been broken. Finally I will be able to return to the castle. Ah, Undead Knight, I have a request for you. You shall assemble all the monsters in this castle. This time I shall be victorious. You're wrong, for I shall defeat you. Taste the steel of my mighty blade. Unfortunately, we just finished kicking the crap out of Zach. Wow, heroes sure were stronger back in the day. Right? Quetzalcoatl? Pathetic humans. Soon shall stand in my way no longer. Just as soon as my newly created monsters join forces with the ones sealed in the castle. Crace. Artis. You will play a vital role in my conquest. Once again, you shall raise for me the world's strongest army. I shall wait for you on the bottom floor. Man, this game really goes some places. So he's still alive. It was Krace who led my creations into war against humanity all those years ago. Now he plans to raise another horde. But I will not raise a single monster for him. Yeah. Yeah, I guess the people that have been saying that it's like a 6-hour game must have been really knowing exactly where to go and mashing through every single cutscene. But yeah, for a game that was so light on story and dialogue, I feel like it's laying it on real thick here at the end. So, Helen, you must once again head to the top floor. I'm sure the Griffin will still be happy to give you a lift off to the real world. I've got an old score to settle. I'm going to the bottom floor. Farewell, Helen. And he leaves me with one last stake. Your item refinement ability has increased by 1. Oh, it's a special stake. Zach, I'm sure once he's recovered, he'll save the day. I'm sure of it. Oh, I'm only at 8 HP. Let's go and find the healing spot. There we go. Let's go ahead and save. At least now I can use the shortcut again. Back through the hole in the wall. Oh, the moon's out now. That's kind of cool. Lots of retraversing the map here at the end. Like in a big name game, I understand that they have to pad it sometimes to hit some hour count objective. But I do feel like all this backtracking up and down is just kind of padding the game for no reason. Now this should activate the final boss rush, because I'm following along closely with a guide at this point. These are the monsters I created. Dragons. Very impressive. I based them on traditional human folklore. Their own beliefs will be their downfall. Oh, the humans' own beliefs. I was like, the dragons have beliefs that will be their downfall. Creating a new monster is difficult, but reproducing them is not. I have more than 20 of these dragons alone. And what do you plan to do with these dragons? Do you really need to ask? Revenge. This time I'll not be defeated. I require of you a monster stronger than even the Demon King. I see. I'm not going to make monsters anymore. Oh. Yeah, they are cute dragons. I just want to stay here in the castle. I don't want to bother other people anymore. I just wish for you to leave me here. I will take all the monsters with me. If they want to go, fine. You've become arrogant in your old age, Artis. If maybe I was not clear, you will create monsters for me. I suppose I shall have to force you to cooperate. You've come back to help me? Helen. Everything I've done over these last 100 years has been to keep you safe. So how could you be so stupid? I told you to flee the castle. I bought you time to escape. Why the hell have you come back? Now I understand, Artis. This must be the girl you brought back from the verge of death. I didn't know you could make something so strong. A creation like her trapped in this castle, such a waste. You must desire revenge on those who trapped you here, girl. Join me and have your revenge. No. Fine. It's not like I wanted you in my army anyway. All shall tremble before my might. Poison on every turn. Hoping this will be exactly enough to finish him off. I win! Yay! And gain 0 XP. So strong. Quetzalcoatl. All who oppose me will be destroyed. Dragon Knight. Ooh, this will be fun. Grr. Time to feed. This will be glorious. So is he a little dragon person riding on a larger dragon? That's different. The Dragon Knight, the Hydra, and Quetzalcoatl. I have recreated the 3 legendary dragons of human folklore. They are my greatest creations. I will show you how powerful they truly are. Watch how easily they destroy these 2 traitors. Face your doom. Demon King, you too, Undead Knight. The humans believe these 2 to be the strongest monsters in all existence. My new creations are far stronger. Destroy all but Artis. We still need his power. Now feast. Hopefully I have full HP in going into this battle. Side by side in battle again, Demon King. It's been a long time. I didn't know they were friends. Okay. We will never join you, Krace. What are you doing? You came when we heard you were in trouble. We too wish to remain in the castle. It's so much better than working for Krace. What did you say? I come from the darkness to bring a message. We too have no desire to follow Krace. That's my message. Fools, all of you side with Artis. Let's finish this. I really hope this game checkpoints if I have to do a bunch more battles after this. Listen, fiends, now you shall face me. Prepare to lose. There. Oh, I'm playing as the Demon King now. That's kind of cool. Let's see, what if his moves actually do? Slam. None of his moves are particularly defensive. Yeah, at this point I'm straight up looking at a guide that says what the movement patterns of the enemy are, because it's a little bit past my bedtime already. I kind of just want to power through this. Well, this game has been fun. At this point, it is kind of outstaying its welcome, I feel. So, I'm not really in the mood to do trial and error to get through any of this. No shame. Now, I don't know if you're saying that I have no shame, which was kind of true, or that, it's not a shame, but I'm doing it. Krace made a run for it. We gotta stop him. Looks like we got backup too. Oh, all the townspeople that are apparently homunculi. You can count on us. Show me your strength. Right, get moving. So is Helen illiterate and mute because she's a homunculus? Why? Why do you all choose Artis? Do you love him like a father? You're monsters. You can't have feelings. I may be the Lord of Paralysis, but my heart can still be moved. Ah. Just bow to the Lord of Silence. How interesting. I don't think anyone saw this coming. Listen, Gramps. Now I shall kill you. Seriously? I'm getting tired of these constant battles. You don't say. All we want is to be left in peace. Yeah, apparently all the other characters you can kind of just spam moves on, it seems. Like, the guide I'm looking at pretty much just says each of these special other characters just have one move that is, like, the only one you actually need. You win. Alright. Yeah. Hey, don't hurt him too much. Undead Knight. Why? Oh, sorry. Sometimes I forget how strong I am. Look out. Oh, the mayor came. Are you okay? I believe so, madam. I thank you for your aid. No need to be so formal. We're all friends here in the castle. Even the Undead Knight supports you, and he was pretty mad about the barrier being broken. Actually, this is kind of reminding me of Undertale, in a way. All I wanted was to live in peace, and so we shall. Now, where did Helen get to? Did she really go after Grace? Hey, what's going on? Quetzalcoatl, why are you stopping? Grr. Ah, just in time again. The brave fairy is here too. During our battle, Helen, I did not give it my all. Yeah, make excuses, dude. Don't you remember? I couldn't work out if you were evil or not. Plus, you're a girl. Nice. Beating up girls isn't hero-like. Neither is sexism, pal. No. Anyway. But this time it's different. This time my foes are pure evil. This is the climax of my adventure. Since when was this your adventure, dude? Ah, the night is ending. Quetzalcoatl, I need you. Get on! Oh, the Lord of Venom is here too. How nice. Come on, I'll give you a ride. Man, you're pretty heavy. Again, it's all those stakes. Alright, dragon. The time has come. Face me. Alright. You win! But yeah, I'm definitely glad to be looking at a guide now. Just because having to go through all this dialogue and all these battles all over again. Not be fun right now. The sun is coming out. You've come. The brave fairy is here too. Well, at least they leave a little humor left in the end of the game. Nobody cares. You don't do anything. You just rely on heroes to do all the work. That's rich coming from you. You just get monsters to do all your dirty work. Fair point. 100 years ago, artists created the monsters, but it was Krace who forced them into war. After they were defeated, Artis was banished to this castle. But Krace was given a different punishment. Shut up. He was cursed. He was made unable to bear the sun's rays. Ha, wrong, little fairy. I found a way to stop the curse. What? My body. It's burning. Apparently you didn't stop the curse. What? I thought you got rid of the curse. What did you do to it? I had it overpowered with a stronger curse. What? How did that seem like a good idea? What happens when you go in the sun now? He turns into a giant final boss monster. Yep. Ooh, I don't have the right loadout to follow the strategy guide now. That's not good. Didn't seem like it did any damage. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I wonder if there's something I was supposed to do to be able to damage him. Or maybe I'm doing damage and it just doesn't tell me how much damage I'm doing. Oh, he's getting more burnt up. I guess it's just, are you stalling for time as he burns up in the sunlight? Because I don't think he looked all messed up in the beginning of the battle. Ah. This better not send me way back. Thank goodness. But yeah, he still looks all burnt up. Does his condition change? I'm not sure. According to the guide, he has 442 HP. Yeah, I think it's just that his pose changes between moves. And there's like no point in defending because all of his moves are piercing attacks. Yeah, it's a shame I wasn't able to max out the XP on my healing skill. I feel like I'm doing more damage to him than he's doing to me, but my HP total keeps going down. Aha. Got him. I guess that nuke skill was there to warn you. Whew. You sure are lucky we followed you here. If we hadn't, who knows what would have happened to you. Oh, let's tie him up. No funny business, okay? Move it. You fool. Told you 1,000,000 times not to go into direct sunlight. Hey, what are you doing? We were just about to tie him up. Shut your trap. This is my father. He's coming with me. Okay. Let's get out of here. Stop. I demand of you another battle. Oh, the Quetzalcoatl talks too? Oi, hero. It can talk. Okay. You said beating up girls wasn't hero-like, right? Well, I'm a girl. You idiot. This game is really tonally all over the place. Ha, what a moron. Alright, we're out of here. Gah! He's escaping. We gotta stop him. Nah, this is the end of this adventure. Good. Chasing down Crace will be another story for another day. Congratulations! So shall we head back? We've prepared a little celebration. Suppose I could honor you all with my presence. Is he invited to? I thought the party was for Helen. Now, be nice. They can all come, I don't mind. Why is the Demon King deciding who comes? He didn't help with the preparations at all. I mean, he's a king. Doesn't his authority supersede a mayor? Not that I know how floating monster castle society works. Steaks for everyone! Ha ha ha, fighting is awesome. After a good fight, you always need a good drink. I knew you'd pull it off. Hey, remember me? I'm the golem from the 6th floor. You beat me up, and I became this tiny. Only kidding. Good job, though. Okay. Haha, I am the Lord of Chaos. What do you think? Pretty cool, huh? Oh, I remember him. Good warriors are always good drinkers. I fought too, you know. If you say so. I know you don't want to hear it, but you're pretty heavy. Cut down on all the stakes. I feel like the whole game was building to that line. Here's looking at you, kid. He always says that. Hey, good job. I beat up some bad guys for you. I'm a hero. Sure. This place is too bright. Here, have a hamburger. Have we downgraded from steaks to burgers? Hey. Zach's still waiting for you, you know. Artist too. I like that the slime doesn't talk. Come back and stay whenever you like. We have to talk to the Lord of Silence. Not that there's much point. The pub is too noisy. I hate noise. Would you like a drink? This is nice. Drinking with friends is nice. I've said too many words today. All right. Looking for the hero, he went up to the next floor. Thank you so much. I'm so glad we can live in the town now. I mean, being in the dungeons was okay, but this is really nice. Yeah, all the monsters having a good time is kind of fun. Now we can live here forever. That was so awesome. I'm glad the weapons I worked on helped defeat Krace. My body may be rotting, but my heart is as fresh as ever. It really was a goddess. Okay, so how do I actually get out of here now? Because the statue's back in its original place. Okay, good. So I can only go one direction. I guess I go back to the house. Okay. Hey, are you ready for what? Yeah, I like this little farewell tour. I'm not going to be able to hunt for every NPC to talk to, though, because I have to be at work in 7 hours, so... Whoops. Okay, down and around. Oh, we have to talk to the Lord of Battle, though. That's important. So the truth is, my job was to stay here and make sure you never left this floor. But when I saw the determination burning deep in your eyes, I knew you wouldn't rest till you found Artis. Thank you for coming to say goodbye to me. It was a pleasure, student. Aw, that's nice. To be honest, I'm having a bit of a hard time with you. I'm not even really sure why he thinks to you as his sister. Perhaps I've said too much. They're waiting for you. Take care. Through the secret door. You know, take a metronome for the road. Oh, let's talk to the dragon real quick. What? I did not intend to get the one monster that still wants to fight me. That's ridiculous. Well, we get one last stake in. Well, now I know that that monster apparently doesn't become an NPC. That's ridiculous. Okay. straight to the point now. That must have been one of Krace's dragons. Still bitter. There we go. Ready? When you're ready. So what does the hero say? Fairy can't carry both of us. You'll have to take the griffin. Are you ready? You ready? Yep. So, Mr. Hero. Yep. The fairy and I will look after her. We'll have to take her to see the king first. Right. All right, Mr. Griffin. Would you mind? Get on. Here we go. Helen, be careful out there. So this is goodbye, Mr. Hero. Look after Helen for me. Understood. Okay, fairy. You'll have to carry me again. Wait. Why don't we use the other griffin? I think the one Helen was originally meant to use is around here somewhere. Wait, that was a griffin? I thought it was a dragon. I don't think he can fly right now. So he did behead the other griffin. Ah. Which means, fairy, that you'll just have to carry me. Ah. Oh, it's not that bad. I'll get you for this. You get a move on already? I can't even see Helen and the griffin anymore. Stop yelling at me. Now I'm kind of lonely. Who's he going to make steaks for now? Yay! Man, that was a really strange game. I'm gonna have to think about how I feel about it. I mean, overall I'm positive on it, but I just have to decide if it's like... I don't know, like a 3 out of 5 or a 4 out of 5, I guess. So I do feel like it dragged on a bit here at the end, and there was some of that obtuse invisible wall stuff, or false wall stuff, that kind of drove me nuts. But other than that, it's a pretty solid game. All right. Well, with that, we'll be bringing Dojin December to a close. And this will be my last stream of the year, I'm pretty sure. I don't think I'm going to have the opportunity to do any other ones. If I do, they're going to be short and impromptu, and there'll be some random game. Otherwise, we'll get right back to it. Not next week, but most likely the week after that. I don't know what January's theme is yet, or if I'll just play whatever game I have handy. But yeah, whatever it be. Or maybe I'll do some multiplayer stuff with some of the other Geek to Geek hosts. But one way or another, there will be more streams to look forward to in January. And I want to say a big thanks to everyone that's joined me on stream here, or retweeted, or in any way contributor supported. Thank you so much. I hope everyone has a happy holiday and a happy new year. And thanks again, and good night.